Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode for a book discussion. Here, Humans of Pharma by Pharma State Academy is focusing on different pharma stories which are based on pharma career, one's pharma journey, current affairs, and the book discussion. Today, we will have a discussion on the book Pharmaceutical Marketing 4.0, the book which is a comprehensive guide to navigating the ever-changing landscape of marketing in the pharmaceutical industry. It is a reference guide for pharma marketeers and students of pharmaceutical and healthcare management programs. And the author of the book is here to enlighten us with all the questions, Dr. Vijay Bhangale. He is a senior pharma professional, management consultant, and academician with over 17 years of industry experience and 14 years of experience academics. In addition to being the director of IES MCRC, Dr. Vijay has taught various subjects related to marketing, including brand management, integrated marketing, communications, marketing strategy, pharma marketing, and OTC marketing. He has also even received the Best Teacher Award twice. Speaking of education, he holds a PhD in OTC marketing, MBA from Mumbai University, and a pharmacy graduate from Mumbai College of Pharmacy. Dr. Vijay has successfully carried out numerous consulting projects, such as launching a new consumer healthcare division for a reputed pharma company, product rationalization, and market entry strategy for an Australian company to enter India. Prior to his academic career, Dr. Bhangale handled the marketing of pharmaceutical, OTC, and FMCG products and healthcare services. He has contributed significantly to the launching of Medicine USA in India, setting up medical marketing in GSK Consumer Healthcare, and launching the Consumer Healthcare Division in Merck KGaA. Welcoming Dr. Vijay Bhangale to discuss his book Pharmaceutical Marketing 4.0 and his insights on pharma industry. Thank you so much, sir, for your presence here.
Thank you, Sajja.
So here, let's just proceed with the questions. As a senior pharma professional with vast experience, what motivated you to write a book on pharmaceutical marketing? And how do you think this book can benefit the pharma industry and marketeers the most?
Okay, at the outset, let me thank Pharma State Academy and thank you, Sajja, for your kind words. The reason why I wrote this book, there are a couple of reasons. First, obviously, after working in the industry for 17 years, as you rightly said, I realized that the pharma marketers need to refresh the knowledge on a periodical basis and also update the knowledge. So one was to meet the requirement of the pharma industry. And second, I have been in academics for the last 16 years. I'm teaching pharma students as well as non-pharma students. So what I realize is for non-pharma students, that is general MBA students, when it comes to marketing, there are standard textbooks in marketing, which are referred to by all students who are studying marketing. Whereas when it comes to pharmaceutical marketing, although there are books in pharma marketing, but they are not like standard reference textbooks. And hence I thought there's a need for a book which would act as a standard reference textbook for the students undergoing pharma and healthcare program. So this was something which motivated me to write. And I would say thanks to COVID, I could get time to write it because we were all work from home. And that's the time when I actually wrote the entire book. Although it got published now, but that has taken last 2 years of efforts has gone into all that writing of the book.
That's fascinating to know. And also, the Indian pharmaceutical industry is rapidly evolving. Is there any sort of inspiration? Like, what inspired you to focus on the latest trends and challenges faced by marketers in the industry in your book? And how do you see the future of this industry in that way?
So as you rightly said, Sajja, the pharma industry is constantly evolving, right? And as I mentioned earlier also, there's a need to constantly update one's knowledge. The way the pace with which the pharma industry is changing, there's obviously a need to update oneself, keep oneself updated. So as for example, let's talk about how the pharma industry used to cover or used to have a doctor coverage before COVID. Primarily, it used to be the route through medical representatives. Then struck the pandemic, the COVID, and we were all forced to have new means or new ways of reaching out to our doctors, who are our customers, right? So the rapid digitization happened. And then subsequently, the technology came in. And now we have AI, cloud computing, and so many other technology. So which really makes it important for all pharma marketers to keep themselves updated with the changing pace of technology. And future, of course, is going to be the technology-based applications in marketing. Although we are referring to only marketing, but overall pharma industry is going to be technology-based. Although the book doesn't talk about Chat GPT, GPT-4, RAD, because they all came in after my manuscript was ready, right? But they are the ones which are further going to influence the marketing further in time to come. So that's what I see as future.
Interesting to know. And also, the book provides frameworks that can be applied on the job. So can you share some example of how marketeers can apply these frameworks in their day-to-day activities to achieve success in their job and everyone in the pharma industry?
Right. So, as you must have seen, the book was primarily with threefold objectives. One was to explain the basic concepts. Second one was to give some sort of a framework, so examples, illustrations which would help the marketeers to apply them in their day-to-day practice. And third one was, of course, to keep themselves updated. So we provide them with some recent data, right? So coming to the frameworks, what was the question what you asked? There are several frameworks throughout the book, but I'll just talk about few of them. The heart and core of the marketing is the segmentation, targeting, position, right? You differentiate your brand by segmenting the market, targeting the market, and positioning your brand. So there are frameworks for each of this. There are frameworks for how do you go about segmenting the market. There are frameworks for targeting. There's framework for positioning your brand. So if you talk about an example as an illustration, there's a framework which is talking about how do you go about targeting, right? So when we say targeting, I have given a framework where you talk about comparison between market attractiveness and competitive position. Then further weightages are assigned and so on and so forth. How do you arrive at a specific target group? Correct. Now, besides STP, there are also various frameworks talking about digital marketing, talking about OTC marketing, talking about international marketing. So the book is full of frameworks, flowcharts, integrated marketing communication framework is also there. Right.
Surely the points need to be known by every pharma professional, especially the marketeers.
Yeah.
Also, moving on with another question. What are some of the unique marketing concepts that a pharma marketeer needs to know to succeed in the current trend, like current marketing, like for example, say ChatGPT? How has this evolved over the years, and what new concepts have emerged in the recent times?
Being a practitioner of marketing and also a teacher of marketing, I think the basic principles remain the same. What changes is the new ways of doing things. And hence, when we talk about new ways of doing things, obviously new concepts keep coming in, right? So the patient journey, patient centricity, customer centricity, omni-channel marketing, digital marketing, now with ChatGPT content marketing. So these are some new unique concepts which a pharma marketer needs to keep themselves updated, keep themselves aware about what is happening around, and make sure to leverage all these new things which are coming in the market.
Okay. To add for this points, the book is a reference guide for students, which is undergoing pharmaceutical and healthcare management programs. What advice would you give to these students to, how can they leverage the insights from your book to enhance their learning experience?
While it comes to students, of course, which we keep telling students every time when we meet students is this is the time when they really have to focus on updating their knowledge. Because once you're into industry, you really would not get time you wish to update your knowledge, right? So I always keep saying that read as much as possible. Make sure that you read every day something new, keeping oneself updated with the trends which are currently there in the market. So not only reading, network with the industry professionals, learn from the industry professionals, right? So these are some key advices which I would give it to the students. One, keep themselves continuously updated, keep in touch with the industry professionals, work on live projects, work on real life situations, real life problems. That's what really going to help them to apply whatever they are going to learn in the classrooms.
A great and kind reminder to every student, I think so. Early they start, early it go easy.
Yeah.
Apart from this, what are some of the biggest challenges faced by pharma marketers today, and how can they overcome these challenges? And also, with this question, are there any case studies in your book that illustrates these challenges and provide solutions?
Right. Again, the challenges are of two types. One is generic challenges, which company, industry, or any market is facing over the years and which will remain even today. And there are certain newer challenges which are coming in. So the challenges which are generic, which have been there for so many years, are like differentiation, especially when we talk about pharma marketing. Because for every brand of pharma, you have hundreds of molecules. Or for every, for every molecule of pharma, you have hundreds of brands. So how do you differentiate yourself in the marketplace? Right. So differentiation becomes a big challenge. The other challenge, of course, is pricing, the pricing restrictions, therefore your profitability, your financials, those are the challenges. So this, I would say, are the generic challenges. The newer challenges are posed by the technological advancement. The way the technology is coming, I think every pharma marketer must know the data analysis. Data analysis is going to be so important and critical in time to come. Because if one doesn't keep themselves updated with that, they will be left behind. Because with data, you can do wonders. It's like precision targeting, personalized communication, identifying new potential markets. So many things you can do with that. So newer challenges, updating oneself with the technology. Second, also pharma need to come out of that mindset of continuing to do the things the way they have been doing for years, right? So they need to really abreast the new things which are coming in the market. Third would be obviously the amount of investment required, because when we talk about data, it's not just learning the data, but in terms of buying the relevant software, buying the relevant expertise in the company. Because I just recently read that somebody, I don't recollect the exact name of the company, but people have hired a person who is expert in ChatGPT, just only to tell to the company how to leverage ChatGPT. Right. So that's what is going to be the new job profile. Correct. And of course, with all this, with so much of data and so much of analysis, obviously comes the challenge of data security, cyber security, etc. Right. So these are the newer challenges. To answer the question whether I have case studies in my book, I do not have any case study, but every concept has an example, has an illustration. The reason why I have not included case studies because it would call for permissions from the company, etc., etc. So which obviously would have taken more time for the publication to come out. That is the reason why I have not included any case studies, although I have a lot of them. But it would have called for desired permissions and all. But examples are there, which would make every concept clear as to what it is.
Can we have this in future? Like, have you thought of it in future?
Yeah, of course. As I said, I have not included ChatGPT and all those things. So it's very soon. I need to have a different version if I say it's marketing 4.0, right? Because my manuscript was ready and then that came in. So I could not incorporate that. And the way it is changing, I think it's very much would be the need of the hour, whether me or any other author would really definitely come up with a book which is more relevant, more updated on technological advancement in pharma marketing.
So we can expect that soon. So yeah.
Sure.
Some valuable advice here from you. And coming to the another question, how do you see the role of technology? You have said it already, but evolving in the pharma industry. And how can marketeers leverage these technological advancement to drive growth and stay ahead of the competition? like you already have said about ChatGPT and cybersecurity. But
artificial intelligence, cloud computing, data analytics is going to be used in identifying the target market. This is going to be used in healthcare professional engagement, because as I said, knowing the behavior of doctor, the behavior of patient, the behavior of customer in a real time, you'll be able to take decisions. So that's the beauty of this. Like the data would be available in real time, and hence I can have customized healthcare solutions. I can have customized communication to doctors. So customization, personalization would be something which would be possible with this technology.
Okay, with this, we have my last question here. What are some of the key takeaways that readers can expect from your book, and how can they implement these takeaways to drive success in the pharma industry?
Okay, I'll answer the second part of the question first. How will it help them to drive success? As I said in the beginning, it's very critical for the pharma marketer to keep himself or herself refreshing the knowledge. Because unless and until you're very clear about the concept, you really can't apply those concepts on the job. So clarity on the concept and application both go hand in hand. Secondly, updating on the newer trends. So keeping that in mind, this book has been designed. Of course, if we talk about the newer trends, then it needs to come very soon. The next edition also is called for, right? Because the trends keep changing so fast. Now, coming to key takeaways, as I again, it would be a sort of repetition, but let me say that again. I have tried to list down each and every relevant concept in pharmaceutical marketing. Right from the concept which has been there in the age-old pharma marketing to latest concept which has come up in pharma marketing. And try to explain all those concepts with illustrations, examples, frameworks, which would make it easier for a pharma marketer or a student to understand and to apply in his day-to-day practice. The focus has been application. I have tried not to make people understand the definition, but I have tried to make people understand how do I apply that concept when I tomorrow join a pharma company. Or if I'm already in a pharma company, I'm already a brand manager, then how do I use this concept in my day-to-day work, right? So I would say that net, this is something which would be a good addition for a library of a brand manager or from a student.
A note to everyone, I guess. I would have noted it. So amazing advice, Vijay sir. Thank you. And with this, we came to an end, and we have gained a lot of knowledge with such small questions, I think. And I want to thank you for being here and taking the time out of your busy schedule. And yes, with the book discussions today, tomorrow, and coming in the future, just remember that learning never exhausts the mind. And with the ending note for everyone who is watching, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Reach out if you have any suggestion for future episodes by connecting with us on LinkedIn and other social media channels at Humans of Pharma, or email us at humansofpharma@pharmastate.com. Bye and thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.